Now, the rumored suit by Governor Wike, which has now been debunked by the governor, is something that is not alien, especially when you look at how far politicians can go in seeking redress in electoral disputes. But unfortunately, it looks so much like Governor Wike in the last couple of days and weeks have been going against his own vow. Beyond the suit, which he has now distanced himself from, especially for such lacking the content of time that it should have been filed. You must understand that for those who followed the processes leading to the primaries of the PDP, and of course, events on the day of the PDP, Governor Wike was one of those very few aspirants that vowed, to abide by the outcome of the PDP primaries. Of course, we all watched it. We've watched it on TVC on so many occasions and some other media, where Governor Wike vowed to abide by the outcome of the primaries. And it's unfortunate that the same person is now, outrightly going against the outcome of that primaries. And of course, I've been since making so many public comments in respect of the outcome of the PDP primaries.
And I want to get to how Governor Wike has been reacting to all of this in a moment. But let me ask you, because as I said earlier, Governor Wike is saying, look, this has nothing to do with me. It is from those loyal to the presidential candidate of the PDP, Atiku Abubakar. But they have also denied that anyone in their camp is responsible for this. What sense do you get in terms of this lawsuit? What exactly do you think is playing out within the PDP, and what could be responsible, or who could be responsible for the lawsuit?
Of course, for a party that is seeking to come back to power, for a party that has been so divided on so many occasions, one would have expected that leaders of the party, including Governor Wike, would chart the course of harmonizing members of the party ahead of the general election, rather than going into another round of battles like we're currently witnessing. It's unfortunate that Governor Wike wants to blame members or supporters of the candidate of the PDP, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, rather than playing the role of standing as a leader and working with other leaders, including the former vice president, who is now their candidate, to form a common front into the election. I don't think it is enough for Governor Wike to continue to take his stance on the basis of what people who he has assumed as supporters of the PDP candidate, for whatever they are doing currently. I think Governor Wike should have focused more on his role as a leader of the party, and of course work with the candidate like he has promised, in order to take the party, into the election as one house. But what Governor Wike is doing shows that he has personal, anger issues against the candidate, not necessarily because of what is presumed as what the supporters of the candidates are doing. If Governor Wike does not have personal issues with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, I don't think he should be interested so much in what supporters of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar are doing, because I'm not sure any of these supporters is referring to are in the category of a governor, talkless of a governor of Rivers State and a former presidential aspirant. I think he should have looked beyond that and look at the fate of their party and work with the candidate, rather than holding on to what he presumed are the opinions of the supporters of the candidate. And till now, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has not been seen at any point in time, disparaging Governor Wike or saying anything against them. I think that should have been enough for Governor Wike to work with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar as leaders of the party to take their party, to the election.